Hi all, welcome to Code with Prince. So in the today's video, we are going to see like how to use HTML and CSS to build some of the headers and some of the parts. I'm just going to show you how to build it in pure HTML and CSS. Uh, so here, like I have just opened the index.html and index.css file, which is with help of the Code Sandbox editor. So here, like now, I am just going to give an overview. So what we are going to see. So today we are just going to use the HTML and CSS, basic HTML and CSS alone, like to how to build a good headers or like how to use small things, like how do you like split and how do you take up the work and how do you do. So I'm just going to explain you. And before going into that, like if you don't know the basics of HTML and CSS, just please refer to the video link which I have dropped below. So you can refer that before coming to this particular video, how to make Amazon contents, like small parts in the website. So I'm just going to give you a simple, we will just build a simple thing in this Amazon website. So if you see, there is this particular header. We call this as a navigation. So if you see, there is a navigation part over here. So like if I click on the bestsellers, it goes to the bestsellers page. If I go to the mobiles, it goes to the mobiles page. So, and here if you see, there is an image where it shows shopping made easy to download this app. So let's see how, like first we will build one by one. So first we will build this particular content part alone. Okay, so now, so how like you like is actually the one more thing which I want to tell is like straight away you should not jump into like building the entire things. Just like think how you can do it. Okay, so now we are just going to build the Amazon navigation header part alone. So now let's see, like first what we will do is, so here if you notice, you'll be getting some clue. So whenever you get some design, like the first thing is you'll be getting some clue over here. So the clue which I get over here is, if you could see, there is a small space in between this image and in between this whole part. If you could see, there is a equal distribution space in between these. We'll come back to that later. So if you could see, there is a small space difference between this image and this header part. Okay, so now let's first build this particular part, this navigation part alone. Okay, so so for that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a division, which will be a container division, because as I told you that like we can use, see this one, I'm just going to make it use of flex property, and we are going to build it because that is a good and efficient way to build using the flex property. So I'm just going to use a flex property for building this particular header part, navigation part. So now I have just created a container division. So let me name that as class equals to container. So now coming to this part, so let's leave about this all, which is, it is with icons. Let us leave about this particular part. We will be starting from bestsellers. We will be trying to build it. We will be like avoid this icon as of now. We will just build only the this part without icon. So now I am just going to create each division. First is for all, and I'm going to create a one more division which is for bestsellers. And I'm just going to create mobiles. A division for mobiles. And there is a division for customer service. Even it's not necessary that like you should create it with only your help of the division alone. Even you can create it using some other parts also, but I just wanted to give you like a little introductions how to do. So I'm just doing it with help of division. So electronics Even you can use span, because span is an inline element, so you can use a span, and you can build it. Okay, so next one will be electronics, and today's deal, that will be one division, and the other division will be fashion. And the other one will be prime, and home and kitchen, Amazon Pay. Home and kitchen, and the final last division will be the Amazon Pay. Okay, so now I have just created this particular division. So let me open this in the new page, because the screen size is very small. So okay, let me close this file, hide this file as well. So if you see, I just creating that first this part alone. I just created this navigation part. So this is an image. If you could see, this is an image, and this is like a navigation headers. So first, what we have did is, so we have just created the navigation header part. We have created using a div, correct? So we have created using a div, and we have just created all these things. So now, as you remember, like I have told that, like if you wanted if you're using a division, and if you wanted that to apply in a same row, so what do you have to use? You have to use a display property which is called flex. So I just already have created a container component. So to this container component, I'm just adding a style alone, display flex. So if you could see, after I have added this display, okay, let me bring it over here. So if you see, after I have added this display flex property, so this came in row direction. But if you could notice, there is an equal space between all of these divisions. So like if you see, there is some space between each and everything. So for that reason, I'm just going to apply a justify content property, which is called space between. Because why I'm using space between means, because it is starting from here only. If you could starting from here only, I just created using space between. Okay, fine. So now if you could see, we could bring up, but the space here is more, but anyway, because we have to bring up this also in the same end, right? So as of now, let it be like that. So now let me inspect. Why I'm inspecting means, because I just wanted to know the colors, I just wanted to know the font sizes and all. For that reason, I'm just inspecting it over here. So if you see this navigation, let me hover along it. So if you see, the background color is 2323 F code. This is we call it as a color code. So like in scenario, if you don't know, like because we might not know the colors name, so you can use the color code. So color code, which will represent the color of particular, the code will be for the particular color. So I am just using the background color, and I'm just copying the color code, whatever I have copied. So if you see, I have got this color. So let me refresh the page. I have got the color whichever is used in Amazon. But if you could see, there is some space needed between each the things, because it is straight away highlighted like this. So for that particular reason, I'm just going to add padding 10px. So if you see, I just added the padding 10px. So after adding padding 10px, this looks good, kind of good. And I think this color is different, I think, because I don't think so this got matched. I think, or yeah, it pretty much it got matched. Okay, fine. I think I got it. So now if you see, the text color of this is black color, but if you see here, the color is white. So as I told that, like if you wanted to add the color, there is a color property. So background color will add the color to the background part, and this color will add so to the text. Just added the color white. So if you could see, let me refresh this. I think now this pretty much it looks the same. but the font size is different. So I think that's why this font is not matching. So let's see what font size they are using. So if you see, they are using font size is 14px. And what is the font family they are using? Let's see what is the font family they are using. I think font family they're inheriting from some other class. So font family, okay, fine. So as of now, we see, I think this is Amazon Ember. I think they have a separate font family. Fine. So that's fine. So let's add the font size as 14px. So font size 14px. So you can give one REM as well. Try practicing in REM because one REM is equals to 16px. So like you can like practice in REM in terms of REM as well. So I just given this font size. So now what is the next thing? So if you notice here on hover, like it gives some border. If you could notice, it is giving some border with white color. So there is some class called pseudo class. Okay. So there is a class called pseudo class in CSS. So if you wanted to apply pseudo classes, it's very simple. Like you have to mention the class name. So here, like these all are like separate subclasses. So I'm just going to give a class to this, which is equals to list tab. No, I think list. Okay, nav name. I'm just giving it as a nav name. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to like use this CSS. So as I remember, I have told that like for if you create every division, a box property will be created, which is like we call it as a box model. I think you remember we for every element it gets created. So now what I am going to do is, so I'm just going to add that particular class name, nav name. I'm just going to put this colon hover. Okay, so this hover is sorry. So this hover is we call this a pseudo class. So what happens when you mouse over on this particular division, wherever this class is being applied, so whatever you are giving here will apply. So in our case, I'm just going to add the border. So 1px solid right. Why I'm adding like general border? I'm not giving border top, border left, border right, border bottom means because like here if you see when I hover, it applies to all the border top, left, right, and the bottom part. For that particular reason, I've just given border 1px solid white. Okay, fine. So if you see, I could hover on this all best. Okay, fine. I'll show you here, refresh and. So if you notice, when I hover here, can you see you're getting this box kind of thing? Okay, fine. So we are getting that on hover, you are getting it, but we want this for all the division. So we are just going to use same class name. We are just going to use the same class name for all the divisions, the subdivisions, child divisions, wherever we have created for this, because we need that for all the divisions. Okay, so now if you see on hover on each elements, we are basically getting this border with good things. Okay, so what is the other difference which we are getting? Anyway, there is some spacing here, just we will fix it later. So this is done. So we have just added border to all these things. Okay, so border 1px solid, right? So we added the background color as well, which looks pretty much good. Fine. So now, so this part is done. So we actually the first half is done. So consider this half is done as of now. We have just created the basic things whichever has needed to be implemented as per the design. Okay. So now, so basically this navigation header part you have created in one division. So actually our goal is like we have to create two things. One is this navigation header and there is an image. If you have noticed, there is a second image which is being over here. So let us hover on this image and let's take this image URL. This image is an image URL. I'm just taking it from here. So now I am just going to add, there is an image tag. Okay. So let me put it separately. There is an image tag. So for that image tag, you have to mention the source. So there is a source, in the source, you have to mention the URL of the image, whichever you wanted to render on the UI. So this is the purpose of the image tag. So I just copied it. So let me refresh it. So can you see this image? We have got it below here. So we have achieved two things now. So in this particular header part, whichever we wanted to develop, we have achieved two things. The first thing is we have built this navigation part, and we have also brought up this image to our page. Okay, so we have did two different things. So now the ultimate goal is we have to combine this 1 and 2 in a single row. Correct? That is our ultimate goal. And if you see, we can wrap this also as one division. Okay, we will wrap this image also in one separate division, and we can give the tag. So this is a division, and I'm just going to wrap this image in one division. Okay, so here if you see, this is one division, this is one division. So our ultimate goal is now we have to combine these two divisions into one single division. So as you remember before itself, like how we can do, like you have two different divisions, and you have to this will be the division. You have a division 1, okay, and you have a division 2. So this division 1 is nothing but the header division, whichever you have, that is a header division. This is the header division, and this is your image division. So now if you wanted to wrap these particular two things in common row, so you have to use the flex property. So what we can do, we can wrap this header division container and the image division container into one common division. Okay, so if you use into one common division, then you can apply the flex property and you can make that to align in the row direction. So that will be our ultimate goal. So I'm just changing this to header container, and this division can be class name, you can give it as image container, because that contains the image and this contains a header. So I'm just splitting the name according to the convenience, and this should be readable, because whatever you're giving, that should give some, if you're adding some class name, that should give some meaning. So now if you see, we have two division. If you notice, this is one division, which is a header division, and this is an image division. So as I told here, so we have to wrap these two in single row. So you have to create a parent container for both of these divisions. So both of these division, I'm just going to create a parent division, and this will be the main container. So this will be your main container of your these two divisions. If you notice, you have header container and you have this container. So now if you apply the flex property to this container, so what will happen, these two division will come to a single row. That's it, simple. So now let me create a common container for both of these. So I'm just going to add the display property called flex. So now I added the display property called flex. So let's see here. So now what happens, if you see, it comes to the same rows, but there is some problem in like this alignment and all. So let's fix it. Fine, that's not a problem. Let's fix it. So now, so I'm just going to give flex justify content space between. Why you should give space between in this means, if you notice, there is a space between this one division now, and according to the thing, this, if you notice, this is a whole division, and in that this will be one division, if you notice, and this will be one division, and there is a space between these two divisions. So we can use the space between to give the space between these two divisions. Can you see now? You got a good space between these two division. So now but we have still to work, but we have brought it on the same row, but still we have to work, because in the division 1 you need some more lengthy, like till this you have to bring it. So then only that will be it will be like a lengthy little bit. So for that particular reason, so what I am going to do is, so I'm just going to create a image container, which we already had one class, which is img container. So I'm just going to give flex basis. There is a property called flex basis. You can give the percentage. You can split the percentage for one division, because in our scenario this division needs to be much more lengthy. So for that particular reason, you can consider the entire screen with this 100%, and you can for example, if you see here, you can give some 70-80% to this and 20% to this. You can split it like that. So now flex basis will be so flex basis will be 100%. So now I'm just going to give to this image container 20%, and to this container I'm just going to give the flex basis to be 80%. So I'm just going to split this is a whole flex, this is a main container. So you don't have to mention it 100%, because automatically it will be 100% only. So now like I have just given 80% to that, and I just given 20% to that. Can you see the difference now? It has extended. If you see in the entire screen of 100%, this took the 80% and this took the 20%. Okay, but now I'm just going to reduce it to 70, and let us give this as 30, because that is so big, right? So I'm just reducing it to 70% and 30%. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, fine. So I think it's not giving much impact or change. So let's reduce it and see to 70 and 25%. Let us refresh and see whether this gives any impact to the changes. No. Okay, we'll do one thing. We'll inspect and we will change it. So if you see, this is one division, and it takes 75%. So let's give 65% only. So that looks good. So I'm just going to give 65%. I've changed here. Fine. So now if you see, this looks like this, but if you see, this image is small and this one is big, and if you see, there is some space between these two. What you can do, this is the main division, right? So you can apply the background color to main division instead of this. So that will apply to all both the things. Okay, so now I have applied to the main parent division to the container. So can you see now? So now how it looks like? Can you see? We have like almost like we have replicated this this particular design with help of simple flex. So like we have like made this one to be a particular division, and can you see this is one division? Can you see there is a space? So if you see this one is one division, can you see this division 1, division 2? So we have first, that's what I told you, you have to work one by one. So first we worked on this navigation header part alone. We have added a division to that. We have, can you see here, you could see a space between each of the elements in this particular division. So we have just created a space between, and first we have completed this. Then we have created a one more division 2 for the image container. And in the end, what we did, we just wrapped these two in one common container. Can you see this is a space between? So we have given a space between in these two divisions. And by using minimal CSS and by using a minimal styles with help of flex, we achieved this particular row like this navigation header part alone. So if you see, I'll hover and show you. So even like we will see how they would have implemented it. So if you could see, there is a division called nav shop, and if you see in that division, everything is an anchor tag. They have used the anchor tag, and there is a hyperlink which redirects to a separate pages. They have used the anchor tag, and they have, even if you could see, like let me hover and show you here. So if you see, they have used this flex properties or not. I think they have used, yeah, can you see they have used the flex property? They have also used the flex property and they have achieved it. And if you could see, these both the things will be in one common division, and they have nav left, and they have this navigation main. So they have created an image, and they have created this, and they have just achieved it. So this is how like you have to like first you should split each, and you have to divide it each part by part, and you have to first finish one part, and you have to like you do one by one so that you can easily design with help of HTML, using HTML and CSS. Initially it might be difficult for you to design it, but like when you practice, when you keep on practicing it, like by seeing only you could say, okay, we can divide this, we can divide that part, and we can now like combine these two parts. So it might be initially difficult. So initially you can just take a paper pen, or you can just use any of the editors, and you can write one by one, and you can split up your divisions and tags like that, and you can combine all together to use it. Okay, so now let's see in this header container. So there is one division. So let's try adding some margin 3px. So why I'm adding margin 3px means because no, that margin 3px won't work here. Fine. So I think this is our styles, right? Which I've added: display flex, padding 10px. Okay, I think this looks cool. Fine. So this is how you have to break the like components, and you have to work individually to achieve this. Okay, I think this video would have been very helpful for you. So we have just seen in this video like how to design the only this a single head navigation header part, but in the future sessions I will also try to include these below parts, and I will like tell you one by one so how to like do it. So stay tuned and wait for the other videos like another uploads. And thank you for coding with Prince. So subscribe the channel to see the other videos whichever is coming in the future sessions. So thank you.